Hello, my name is Dawn Colley and I work for the Manx Wildlife Trust, and I'm just giving you some ideas for things to do when it's really wet outside like it is today. So these are things that I've picked up on various walks around my garden, and today we're going to be making some model snails. So let's just have a look at what we need. So I've gathered together everything that I need. You will need some snail shells. Please, obviously make sure that they are empty. If needs be, shine a light down them so you can see that nothing's there. Now, we have in our garden a very lovely thrush that uses a big stone as an anvil, so I know exactly where to go and find these snails. What they'll do, they'll often smash up the snails on one particular stone. So there's usually a few left that are whole. So this lovely example we've got here is called a banded snail. And because of the very lip here being brown, this is a brown-lipped banded snail. The other one I've picked up is a garden snail, the very common ones that you see, and usually they've got a very spotty pattern on it. You will need some twigs for the body. Now, please make sure that your twig sits nice and firm because it's got to balance that shell on top. So actually this one, it's actually a strip of bark that I found. Please with bark, please don't pull it off the trees because hey, that's that skin on the tree and it's protecting, just like your skin protects your body from germs and things, so does the bark. I've got myself some beads and also some wire. Now, if you don't have wire like this, another handy tip is actually to use the ties that you get with a lot of bags. Okay, I've also got a glue gun, but that's, if you haven't got a glue gun, don't worry, because you can either use PVA glue, but you'll just need to leave it to dry a bit longer, or even a little bit of blue tack, or maybe even a little bit of clay. And I've got various these are wire cutters and also some pliers just to help me shape the wire, but you don't need to be very accurate with this. And quite honestly, if you just twisted it with your fingers, it'd work just as well. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take our snail shells and we're going to use a hot glue gun and stick the shell onto the stick. So my glue gun now is up to temperature and nice and hot. So literally I'm just going to put lots of glue, as you can see, that's quite a lot, on the stick, and then get my shell and just pop it on top. There we go. It doesn't really matter if it dribbles down like on the side there, because really it just reminds you a bit of the mucus coming off the snail. So do that again. Make sure you choose a side that's flattest, that's going to really support your snail shell and not roll over. Okay, so we just squirt lots more on this one, just here. Get my snail shell, the garden snail this time, and just glue it on. Oops. Now, if it does that, if it flops around a bit, try and find the best place that you can glue it where it's not going to flop over. So keep sliding it around. There. There we go. So here we are with both shells glued quite firmly now onto the sticks. If you get your wire, if you can cut it to about 25 centimetres, and then you'll need 2 beads. They can be as fanciful as they like. This one's a rather glamorous, glittery gold colour. And you need to pop the 2 beads on the end of the wires and twist the wire so that it holds it. As you can see, I've just looped that wire around now, and now I'm just going to twist those 2 ends together. So there you go, that's the ends twisted together. That's one end, and if we come up to the other end here, you can see all I've literally done is loop that wire back and then twist it. Now what we're going to do, we just find halfway by folding it on the wire and then wrap it around the stick for our snail. So there you go, that's our wire wrapped around our stick, and then just simply twist the 2 ends together. If the wire is a little bit on the long side, which mine was, just keep wrapping that wire around twig until it gets to a height that you're happy with. There you go, first snail finished. So here are the finished snails. I think they look quite cool actually, and they're quite an easy thing to make, even for young children. It's quite easy to wrap around the wires. It doesn't really matter, you can see the wires are not tight against the stick, but I think it just adds the sort of rustic look. So there you go, how to make stick and snail shells into snails.